Well, hey there, buddy. Welcome to the last remaining Shmeev Buster video. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. The last one.
Yeah, this is it. No more. Just this one. It's the only one left.
I've never seen one before. It's also kind of like the first for me, so.
Well, and that's the thing. It technically is the first one for anybody because it's the only one. But that also means it's the last one, in a technical sense. So welcome to the final Shmeev Buster video.
Well, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's the last one.
It's like Jesus, the Alpha and Omega all in one.
Right. We are the Alpha and the Omega.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the beginning and the end. This is it. This is the one.
So, like, what kind of selection you got here? We looking at like a pretty wide thing. I don't know. Like,
we got anything you could want to watch here. All the videos.
Anything.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot.
Let's see. Let me bring up your account here.
I don't think I have an account, but
yeah, you do. You've been in here before, don't you remember? I see you all the time.
I don't think so.
This
is the first time I've been in here. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
If your name is Shmeev, you automatically have an account with us.
Okay.
So it says here that you specifically like to rent Betamax videos.
Betamax?
Yeah. You just got a Betamax player at home or what?
I don't think so. I mean, I did just get a VCR. I picked it up at a thrift store, but
Betamax I'm going
to tell you, a little.
Do not put a Betamax video in your VCR. It's not going to work.
It's never going to.
No, it's not going to work. But yeah, listen, I've got all your preferences set. It says that you specifically like movies about monster trucks.
I don't know that I've watched one about monster trucks, but I mean, I'd be pretty into that.
Every time you've been here, you rented the movie Monster Trucks about the monster that lives in the kid's truck.
I don't remember that. And I must have been like really fucked up when I came in here.
No, not at all. No, you've been fine. Everything. It was just like this, actually.
Just like this?
You were in here on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
The 31st of December, 1982. That's what it says right here.
Can I have a look at my profile real quick?
No, but you can go look at the movies, pick out something you'd like, and then, we'll get you on your way. What kind of stuff you looking for today?
All right. Well, I was wondering if you guys had a copy of Battlefield Baseball, sir.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, never mind. I'll get you. I'm gonna should be on the shelf over there with all of the combat-related sports movies.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Basketball, Shaolin soccer. That's a good one. Love that. Battlefield. What's it doing all the way here in the W's? Weird, but I'll take it.
Hey, if you want to rent it, somebody just brought back Karate Hockey, if you want to check that out.
I might have to come back for that one. That does sound like it's up my alley.
Well, did you find the Battlefield Baseball over there?
Got it right here.
All right, bring the box on up to me here.
All right, here you go.
All right, there's your account, and let me grab that Betamax video off the wall for you there.
I don't think I have a Betamax player, my dude.
Oh, okay. So you want... Which you got like a reel-to-reel player or something like that? 8mm?
I mean, if you got DVD.
Oh, buddy. Do we have DVD? We do have a DVD. Here, let me get it for you.
Okay.
All right, there you go. It's going to be $14.95.
All right. You take card?
No.
Okay. Venmo?
No, we only take IOUs.
Okay. What would I owe you in that case?
Here's a pet $14.95. You just write down.
Okay. When would I owe you the $14.95?
Next time.
Okay. So on return, I guess I can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, here you go. Hopefully, our Foley artist will take care of that later.
I'll put this right in there next to all your other IOUs in the Schmeev folder.
That's a lot of IOUs that I don't remember doing.
Okay, buddy, you're all set. Go enjoy that. Oh, get out of here.
All right.
I'm sorry. No, that wasn't you. Nah, I'm talking to... Don't worry about it. It's good seeing you again. Go enjoy your movie. And
thanks. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, bye.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Schmeev in Paradise Bar and Grill and Rehabilitation Relocation Center for Wayward Juggalos. You are joined by your host, Schmeev. What a wonderful fucking day it is here at the resort and just getaway space. It's been a while, almost like a whole year or something since I've last welcomed you in to my a humble vacation abode. And today we're welcoming in an extra person, as we always do here. It's never just me, because if it was just me, that would be a whole thing. I've already done that before, and it was just kind of me rambling on and on like I'm doing right now. And without someone else to bounce off of, it just gets kind of, whatever. So let's bring in a homie. Homie, who is you?
I am Eric, and I am your homie, and you're my homie.
Well, it says here you're Mace Stan.
I am a Mace Stan, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Windu specifically.
Oh, okay, not like Morning Stars and stuff.
Oh, I like those too. And the stuff that you spray in people's eyes.
Good. That is good stuff too.
Yeah. All good stuff. So I'm honored to be back for another Schmeev in Paradise season. What are we listening to?
To have you back.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing something different today.
Oh.
And by today I mean this year.
Oh.
We've done a lot of listening over the past. And instead we did a little watching this time.
Oh. That's true. We did.
I asked some of my homies, who you may recognize as the same homies every year, to pick out a movie for us to watch, and then come back and just chop it up about this movie. This was both a way for me to kind of change things up, flip the script a little bit, and also be kind of fucking lazy and not have to edit as much, because it's just us talking, and that's really easy to edit.
Yeah.
But I still wanted to do something. It's been a while since we put something out. I do actually have a regular episode in the chamber that I have not edited yet.
From when?
It's been a little bit. It was
months, days, weeks?
Months, I would say at this point.
All right.
I can't remember when we did it.
Good enough.
I'll get that one out at some point.
Whatever. After Schmeev, of course.
Yeah, well, my homie's got a wedding and stuff. That
is true.
Doing. We haven't had time to record more. We haven't built up a backlog. It's a whole thing.
It's like that.
But for now, we're talking a little movie here.
A little movie.
And what movie did you bring to me, Eric?
Well, I mentioned several movies, but one of my favorite and relatively unknown movies was one that you chose rather enthusiastically. It's a movie called Raw Justice, or Good Cop, Bad Cop. I'm not sure why it has two different titles.
Strip Girl.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that it had a third possible title.
Yeah, that's a weird thing about movies, especially like in this era, is like different markets tended to get different ones. If you're familiar with the cult classic Troll 2, it was in fact called Goblins in its original release form, but American distributors retitled it Troll 2 to capitalize off of the first Troll movie,
the
which this movie had
wildly
nothing to do
popular
with.
original Troll movie. Yeah. I've seen both, and I did know
I have
that
not
that
seen
did
the
that.
first one.
Well, and sometimes the retitling of a movie has to do with regional distribution, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorite all-time movies, Dead Alive, in its original New Zealand and Australia release is called Brain Dead.
Oh.
So it's an international thing. But this movie, I don't think has anything to do with regional releases. I think it's some sort of legalities and
That's
rights
possible,
issues to get it out there.
Yeah,
but
they couldn't call it Probotector here, so they called it Contra, because we were in the midst of a whole affair with Iran,
of course,
which I would know nothing about in these times, of course.
No, who would? So this movie, I think Raw Justice is the best title for it.
I think so. Yeah. Strip Girl does kind of give it, some vibes and all that. Good Cop, Bad Cop is definitely kind of a, I think it's apt in a lot of ways.
There is a good cop and a bad cop in the movie.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a good one. Because,
I mean, well, the good one, listen, here's what we've got here.
See, the real trick to it is that the good one is also the bad one. That's the thing.
That's true. It's true.
Bad one is the good one.
So
like that.
In the 80s and into the early to mid 90s, buddy cop action movies, your Lethal Weapons and whatnot, were very popular.
Yep.
And this,
Cop and a Half.
Cop and a Half. Rush Hour.
Starsky and Hutch.
Right. I think this was
all the same kind of buddy cop film.
Exactly the same. all the similar ilk, I will say. But I think this was trying to it was also trying to capitalize off the rising stardom and popularity of a certain Baywatch superstar, Pamela Anderson, who is on every cover of every version of this movie, despite being a secondary character.
Tertiary, I would even say.
Yeah. Yes.
But yes, she's like the exclusive cover character of this movie.
We discovered this movie because we decided we were going to watch every Pamela Anderson movie.
Oh, how many movies has she done?
Fewer than you'd think.
Okay.
During the early 90s, she was pretty much exclusively doing these, I'd say, sort of B action and thriller type movies.
Right.
And let's see how many she did back then. Because she's done a lot of other things. She's got a lot of credits for TV show appearances or music video appearances and things like that. She was on one episode of Charles in Charge in 1990. But let's see, movies. Uncredited in that, Days of Our Life. Snapdragon looks to be her first movie in 1993. Then this was her second movie in 1994.
Oh, okay.
After that, she was in much Baywatch, and the next movie was Barbed Wire after this, which allegedly she was also in a movie called Naked Souls, which is just terrible. But after coming out of Raw Justice, she was committed to make something else, but wanted to get out of it and make Barbed Wire instead. So she committed to Naked Souls, which is a shorter time commitment, which is a terrible movie, but just to get out of doing, I don't know if it was a sequel or something else that David Pryor was directing, but she apparently had a bad experience on Raw Justice, didn't want to do another movie, and made these other movies. And then from there,
that was her bizarre. To get out of a contract.
Right. Naked Souls was her bizarre, so she could then go on to make Barbed Wire, which is a masterpiece if you've never seen it.
Oh, okay. I have not.
It's she's a superhero in it.
I think this is actually like the first Pamela Anderson movie that I've seen.
Okay, well,
and by Pamela Anderson movie, I mean movie that she was just in general.
Right.
Because
that's really, I mean, she was in Scary Movie 3.
Oh, I think I've seen 3. I've had a weird experience with the Scary Movie series because I've only seen like the ones where people are like, that's where it got bad.
Yeah. She was like small, just supporting roles in lots of things. Like she had like cameo roles in lots of movies. But as far as starring, that was kind of it. And then she's had a bit of a resurgence in popularity. She was just in the very well received The Last Showgirl about 2 years ago. And then last year she was in the Naked Gun reboot, which is actually better than you would think.
I forgot that was a thing that happened.
It is a thing. And she's apparently playing the mother in a movie called Rosebush Pruning that is maybe already out or coming out this year.
Huh.
Yeah. So anyway, Pamela Anderson, quite prolific when it comes to acting, not so much when it comes to starring in movies.
No. And this was an interesting one to see her in because, like, I think this is like the youngest I have ever seen Pamela Anderson looking in my experience.
Yeah.
And I almost did not recognize her as Pamela Anderson for a bit. I was like, is that the Pamela Anderson one? Because I'm like looking for the Pamela Anderson that I know of seeing from like Baywatch and stuff.
Right.
And I don't know if it's just that I've only seen later Baywatch because I've never really watched Baywatch. But I remember her being a lot, not like old looking, but more mature than she looks in this, where she kind of almost looks like early Britney Spears almost. Like
Youthful.
She has, she has that there's a resemblance there.
Maybe a little bit. For me, 1993, 1994, Pamela Anderson is prime Pamela Anderson. That's
for sure.
Before she went to like the pencil thin eyebrows and, sort of set that mid 90s, late 90s look, right? She helped influence a lot of the fashion and the look then. And I think it's also pre some of her augmentations, we'll say, plastic surgery.
Yeah.
I think some of it was already going on, but you get a little more natural Pam here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's great to see. It's a time capsule of Pamela Anderson. And also, I think you would love Baywatch. It is the corniest, weirdest. It gets to a point where they do the whole Baywatch series, and then they do a series that's Baywatch Nights in Hawaii, and then they do Baywatch Nights, which is like at times supernatural, like cop
they're going for an X-Files Monster of the Week thing with
weird
with what's his name. Why can't I think of his fucking name?
David Hasselhoff.
There it is.
Yeah. This is a true story, and I pitched this when Aaron and I first started ICP with we got through all of the ICP albums and went, well, what do we do next? And I pitched a show called Baywatching, where every episode we would watch an episode of Baywatch and discuss it. And I still think that would be a hilarious show that nobody would be interested in.
And, the only person needs to be interested in it is the people making it.
It's true. So, hey, listen, if you ever get bored. So
yeah, listeners, if you ever get bored.
let's talk some raw justice. Do you want to?
Well, before we get into raw justice, before we really dig into this film.
Oh, okay.
We got to crack open a motherfucking beach beverage, baby.
Oh, we do. And I brought the beachiest of beverages.
Oh, shit. What do you got for us?
I have Spindrift Pink Lemonade.
Oh,
that's
my
beachy.
God. That's beachy as fuck.
What do you have?
Me, I've been sticking with my classic Stein of fresh filtered seawater. The C stands for city.
Listen, you can't have a beach without water. It's like 50% of the beach.
It's true. You got to stay hydrated out there too.
One of the two essential elements of a beach.
And like if you're just like drinking the water out of the beach, you're not really getting hydrated. There's too much fucking salt in that bitch.
You're probably gonna die.
So you got to take something out of your cooler.
Speaking of out of my cooler, let me get that going.
Ooh, that was beautiful. Holy shit, man.
Good crack. Oh, delicious. That's very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, well, let's hop right in with track number 1. Raw Justice. This movie, this is so fucking. It's 90s, but it's so fucking 80s.
It's both.
Everything. It has like the Steven Seagal fucking blues riffing and stuff.
It starts with that.
Yeah.
You know, the
and most of the blues riff
of the city and the blues riff.
It's mostly the Bad to the Bone knockoff riff, which
yep, it is.
Which apparently I sat through the credits and caught a few things. David Keith, who plays our guy Mace, he wrote 2 of the songs.
Really?
Yes.
No kidding.
He is credited with writing one that's called, like, I can't remember what it's like, Mace's something. It was just for this. It looks like just
the Mace drag or Mace's drag.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think includes the fucking Bad to the Bone rip.
It sure does.
Not performed by David Keith, just written.
Yeah.
So what a fucking thing to learn all the way at the end of this.
Yeah.
So we've got just Mace chilling in a parking lot. This guy checks into a hotel. He's got a gun and he's looking real fucking mean and shit. And Mace is like just chilling with a hooker and he's like, hey, I'm going to steal your clothes. And he steals their clothes and goes in undercover.
Not the guy with the guns clothes. The sex workers' clothes.
Yes. Who was apparently Pamela Anderson, who I did not recognize at this time. She was wearing a wig, so
yes,
that was part of the whole thing. He busts in to this dude's room and it makes the stupidest attempt to fucking bust him by just turning around and going like, surprise, it's me. I'm a cop.
It's a very Bugs Bunny in ladies' clothing moment.
Yeah. But like he walks in there like, and the gun is like down like his skirt where he can't get to it in any reasonable amount of time because the guy just immediately whips out his gun, fires 2 shots and stops at that point to run away. And it's like, you could have just finished the job. You're facing 25 to life right now for the first 2 shots.
Yeah. You already fired the gun. Might as well commit.
And when he jumps through the window, I got to say, that glass did not shatter like stunt glass. I'm not entirely certain that was a stunt per se.
I don't know what the budget was on this movie. We could probably look it up. But the director, David Pryor, known for B movies.
Yes.
Had a following by the time this came out. Made movies like Future Force and Invasion Force. He made a lot of Force movies, but those are ones that are fairly well known.
Magnum Force, of course.
I think probably was deep into the Canon Features camp at this point, something like that. But
I could see that.
There are moments in this where I'm like, they spent some money on doing some of these stunts and things.
For sure.
But it's very possible that they were trying to save where they could, and they were like, hey, buddy, jump out that window. That's
an insane place to save money.
Right. They're like, it's cheaper to just replace a window than to put breakaway glass in there. You know?
I mean, you might die from this, but, go for it.
But it adds to the realism.
Sure. Honestly, in a weird way, just because movies use stunt glass and stuff, and there's really no other time that I'm going to see somebody get thrown through a window or jump through a window, kind of takes me out of it to see an actual window get used because it's just unusual to my eyes.
You're like, wait a minute, that glass broke like real glass. That's
I was like hang
fake.
On a minute. That left a whole fucking plate there. Someone's getting fucked up on that.
Yeah. That's too
Is this
real.
Union?
Oh, probably not.
But yeah, then we have a very long chase scene.
Yes, in which our hero Mace, per the song, and to use a very 80s, 90s term, is in drag.
Indeed.
Yes.
We still use drag today.
Yeah, but not in this way.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
So during the scene, I did note they had like one of those classic close-ups of just like feet running.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where like, because it's a budget movie and stuff and they don't have like the equipment to do the fancy stuff, it just kind of looks like they're lightly jogging after each other.
Yeah, they're
to
not
keep
using
their feet in frame.
no sort of steady cam rig that they've got on a dolly that they're moving along with people running. This is somebody holding a camera. And,
Yeah.
And this is the type of movie that instead of shooting at 120 frames a second to do a slow motion shot, they shoot it in 24 and just play it back slower so it's choppy. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it works.
It adds to the charm.
I love it. There's truly something about this kind of movie that it's just you just can't get it anymore, and it's definitely a moment in time captured that you can't get back.
There is a certain lack of self-awareness that makes a movie like this great. Because there are so many movies. I think everybody loves a good bad movie, right? Oh, yeah. And in the last 20, maybe 30 years, good bad movies have become such a guilty pleasure for people that a lot of people have started making intentionally bad movies, right? And to me, it's rare that an intentionally corny, cheesy, bad B movie plays the same way as something that was made with earnest intent to make something good, but still plays bad.
Yeah,
and that's the charm.
For sure. It's definitely like that. That's a thing that I've just really appreciated in a lot of just odd things that I found. It's like, no, there was like intent and heart behind this that you can detect. Like,
right.
They had something to communicate. They weren't good at it, but they fucking put everything they had into it.
Yeah, and this is a movie that does have intentional, comic relief in it.
For sure.
But some of the funniest things are not things they intentionally made funny to me.
Yeah.
So that's what's good about it. And there at the core of this, there's a very watchable movie.
Absolutely. 100%.
It's you have fun from beginning to end watching it.
For sure. The people they have in it are very entertaining.
So David Keith, who you mentioned.
Yes.
This guy, very charismatic lead.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of recognize him, but has he ever been in anything?
Yeah, I don't know who he is aside from this because his list of movies, I couldn't pick anything out.
Well, Officer and a Gentleman, that's a pretty popular movie.
Didn't see it.
In the 80s, it was a big, well-known thing. Behind Enemy Lines, another popular movie in 2001. The Indian in the Cupboard.
Oh, was he the cowboy?
Yes.
Oh my God. I wouldn't have recognized him, but damn, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Ben Affleck, Daredevil. He plays Jack Murdoch. He was in quite a few.
Who the fuck is Jack Murdoch?
And TV shows. Not Matt Murdock, Jack Murdoch.
Who's Jack Murdoch? I don't know.
It's his dad / brother, cousin, other person. I don't know. I haven't seen that Ben Affleck one in 100 bazillion years. And I do a comics podcast as well where we're talking about Daredevil, and I have not encountered a Jack Murdoch. So let's see. Jack Murdoch, Matt Murdock. Let's see what the relationship is between these two people. Jack Murdoch, fictional character. Okay, he does exist. Okay. He is the father of Matt Murdock.
There we go.
Yeah.
I can't picture him in my head. I'm just getting Uncle Ben from the old Spider-Man movies.
Well, he looks a lot like Mace from the movie Raw Justice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can picture that.
He played a character called BJ in a movie called Clown Hunt. Which I would like to see.
And he's apparently a prolific music writer.
That's true.
Composer, if you will.
Yeah, so he's been in stuff. This is a
Yeah.
character that when I saw this guy, I'm like, I've seen this guy before. But definitely has lead energy. He is serving
For sure.
big time.
From
Especially in this outfit.
From this chase,
Yeah.
when Mace catches up to this dude and just begins beating the shit out of him for daring to shoot at him, which reasonable.
Right. I would.
He does like a Godfather thing. I don't remember that from The Godfather. He's like, you seen The Godfather? And starts beating the shit out of him with the garbage can lid.
I've seen The Godfather. I guess I don't remember that part either.
I have also seen The Godfather semi-recently, and I don't remember that. But also The Godfather is like 5 hours long, so, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
So the cops show up, and at first, they're just like, look, it's a hooker beating up a John. That's funny.
Right.
And then
hilarious.
And then they get closer. He turns around and they're like, oh my God, wait, a trans person. Draw guns. It's like, hang on a minute. Like, either way.
1994.
I know. You know, times were different, but in some ways, the further you go back, the less different they get sometimes. Like, there was a moment in like the 70s, 80s where everybody was just like, yeah, whatever.
Sure.
Like, they were still, you know, casually cruel and awful, but like in a different way.
Yeah.
It was ignorant rather than, you know, just malicious of today.
Right. There was a certain ignorant fear. And today there's more of a aware hatred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is just the fact that they instantly were just like guns drawn on this guy.
Which is actually kind of a hilarious moment.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And also that he's specifically an ex-cop, as we find out.
We do find that out.
And, you know, as we all know, every cop knows every other ex-cop. That's just the thing.
That's how it is.
Yeah. It's all one big district is the thing. In
right.
Mobile, Alabama, where this is filmed and takes place in.
Right. And, you know, as all action movies of this era dictate, he's a loose cannon. He has to be an ex-cop. He can't be an upstanding, by the rules type cop.
No, that doesn't get you anywhere. That's not how you catch the bad guys.
No. He's a get shit done kind of cop.
Yeah. I like that he's not allowed to go back and get his clothes out of his car or anything like that. He's booked wearing his stolen clothes. We
get the classic in the police station shot, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He's getting his gun and stuff back and all that.
Yeah.
The wig. I like that. I like that he manages to like fit in what Pamela Anderson was wearing. She is very small, at least comparatively. I don't know.
Right.
I actually don't know how like tall Pamela Anderson is.
She's pretty short, I think. Let's see. And also, the thing to me is the shoes fit him.
Yeah, he took her boots. That's crazy.
Right? Pamela Anderson. Oh, taller than I thought. 5'7".
5'7". Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty tall.
That's pretty tall.
Yeah. Yeah. He gets out and we get to meet his I guess sort of he might be his former partner. I don't know. At the very least, he's another guy that was on the force with him that he hates. One of them pencil necks whose name I don't remember, and his partner Garcia.
Yeah, what's that guy's? Lieutenant Atkins. Yeah.
He's just a bastard. He kind of looks like Buck Dharma of the Blue Oyster Cult. If you've ever seen the
I don't think I know that comparison.
The documentary film, I mean, like literally the documentary of the making of the 80s metal We Are the World called We're Stars. Buck Dharma was in that, and he just looks so much like him.
Oh, well, he kind of has a face that he just looks like an asshole.
He's very punchable.
Yeah, very punchable. And he's got, his buddy, his partner, Detective Gordo Garcia.
Yes. And, you know, he's taking his shots at Mace, of course.
Right.
Because, look at Mace. He's like a queer or something.
Yeah.
And Mace does not do anything to him here because he hasn't crossed the line yet. We will learn what that line is.
And he will do something.
Yes. Mace, I will note, ally, good guy.
Yeah.
Gay, not an insult to Mace. He does not care.
Nope, he's fine with it.
Oh, I have an important note here.
Yes.
The TTT of this movie, that is time to titty. 9 minutes, 30 seconds about.
Yeah, because, listen, during this era, Pamela Anderson was the most famous Playboy playmate.
It was not Pamela Anderson.
But when she's in a movie, you guarantee that they're going to get her naked. And
For sure.
Not necessarily, just her, but there will be other nudity generally in the movie.
Yeah, and they do that. We get a shower scene.
Oh, yes.
And immediately after that shower scene, a person I don't remember who that person is because she's exclusively there for that one scene to die.
Right.
And she gets garroted by a mysterious man.
She is the MacGuffin, if you will.
Yes, the mayor's daughter.
Right. This is
just got back from a lousy date. With none other than Ted Stryker.
It's true.
Who I will exclusively refer to as Ted Stryker because I think his name's like Mitch or something. Yeah, he's Ted Stryker, though, because I also don't remember his actual name. He's Ted Stryker.
Robert Hayes. The actor is Robert Hayes. And when I first watched it, I'm like, why is this guy so familiar? And then it clicked and I'm like, Airplane.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And
bad date.
That's it. She's dead.
She's dead.
And before you know it, the guy that killed her, he's dead too.
But she went on this bad date, so everybody thinks
it was Ted Stryker.
The killer.
Yeah. And it was a very sudden thing in there. I did not expect him to just get capped immediately like that. I was like, okay, so there's this whole thing going on here. All right.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, this dude was looking to wrap things up by all right, so yeah, someone killed her, who can say who, and now he's dead. And if no one's around to have done the murder, then that's it.
Right. Listen, you got to clean up your loose ends.
I did write down boom headshot. He it was a quick draw and right in the fucking forehead, man.
Yeah.
It was a good shot. Did you ever
listen?
In your many travels, did you ever end up meeting FPS Doug?
No.
Damn. Okay.
No. I've met many prominent creators and streamers, but not FPS Doug.
Damn.
Yeah. So far in this movie, we've got a renegade ex-cop.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a sex worker. We've got the mayor's dead daughter. We've got a dead killer.
It's all falling into place.
We've got a bad date that is, unfortunately, going to be the prime suspect of murder. Boy, things are going off the rails fast.
For sure. I mean, this is some classic shit,
Yeah.
Something happens to the mayor's daughter. That's Rise of the Dragon. That's Crime Wave. Crime Wave was the president's daughter, but Resident Evil 4.
Right. And they're going to, at the end of this, coincidentally, they escape on a jet ski together. Crazy.
Right?
Yeah. That's not true.
We get to meet the mayor, Charles Napier.
Yes.
Just iconic person, at least to me, and probably to other people, because he was in Rambo. He was Murdoch in Rambo. Mm-hmm. But the guy that I know him as, he was in the full motion video game Spycraft.
Oh.
Frank Milkovsky. He was he's like the guy who it's very interesting. You meet him very early on in the game, and you go to his office before he's there, and you can listen to a message on his answering machine that kind of hints a little bit at him being maybe a bad guy or something. It lets you know that something is going on before you see it happen. It's actually pretty cool. It's some good world building there.
But as an actor, it truly is prolific. He's been in so many TV shows and movies. You see his face and you're like, I recognize this
very
guy
striking
Rambo,
look.
Silence of the Lambs, the Blues Brothers,
so
Austin
recognizable.
Powers, like just so many things. Yeah.
If you want just a gruff hard ass in there, he's your guy.
He is a gruff hard ass. He plays a lot of like cop and military type characters.
Yeah. That's his thing. So you get him, he's clearly unhappy that his daughter has been murdered. As we would be. I don't have a daughter, but I would assume if I did, I'd be like, that's fucked up, guys. Why'd you have to do that?
Agreed. I wouldn't want somebody to do that.
So he goes to the only man who could possibly solve this case.
Right.
Because Ted Stryker got out on bail. A thing which I never understood as a kid, because bail in movies and TV shows is very weird. It's just when you pay a bunch of money and now you're allowed out of jail.
And now you're out of jail.
That's it.
Free and clear.
They never really movies never really go into the part of where it's like, no, it's a temporary release and you have to come back for, your court date and stuff. But they did kind of address that in this one, that he was able to get out on bail somehow, because typically in a murder case that doesn't fucking happen. But as the mayor says, some bleeding heart judge
right
let him out on $1 million bail.
And how did he get $1 million bail?
Who can say?
Who can say?
Because Ted Stryker don't got $1 million. You think he got
doesn't.
paid well for Airplane? You think he's getting paid well for Raw Justice? Come
Definitely
on, man.
not.
He doesn't have $1 million in the fucking pocket. The mayor does have the obligatory, like the bleeding heart judge thing comes out, but then also he can't put a cop on him, to follow him around, even though that would 100% be a condition for bail for a murder case, that you would have somebody on you, at least an ankle bracelet at the very least.
And as the mayor, through proper legal channels, you would probably work with the police to monitor any suspects.
But you can't do that. Otherwise, you'd have a public defender in there crying about his civil rights.
Right. So, if you need somebody that can do it off the books and also already has an existing connection to your dead daughter.
Yep.
Then there's only one guy to call.
That's Mace.
It's Mace.
It was around this point that I realized that this movie is like a schlocky Columbo. In Columbo fashion, it kind of feels like, you would end up with a murder and it would be like a whole mystery thing. But Columbo was notable for always showing you who did the murder at the beginning. And the mystery was, how's he going to figure this out?
Right. It wasn't
kind of throw that out. They throw that out the window in this one almost immediately, because it's just kind of sending waves of mooks after the guys to kill them. So Mace goes to see our guy Ted Stryker. Ted Stryker arrives at home and is getting something out of the fridge where he finds his own suicide note.
Oh my gosh.
Written in his own handwriting. He identifies and recognizes his own handwriting.
Right.
Somebody pro did this, or he did it himself when he wasn't, thinking about it. Maybe he wasn't feeling too good one day. He completely forgot,
Maybe.
He blackout drunk and just writes his own suicide note, not thinking about it.
It could happen.
But he recognizes, like an intelligent man, that something is wrong.
Yeah. There's something about this feels off.
Before he can, smell it, he notices that all of the gas on his stove is turned all the way up.
Right. He sees it before he smells it.
Yeah.
Right.
Just casually walking into his kitchen, Like, I'm gonna get something out of the freezer, have some bagel bites back here. You know?
Right. Listen.
Wait, no, I forgot. He did smell it.
Did he
just
smell
didn't
it?
know what it, because I forgot. He does like a, he makes like a face or whatever, and I'm like, is it because like was his electricity out and like the stuff in his fridge all smells bad now? Everything's rotten, and then, like, I didn't clock that it was. Damn, this movie's actually got some. They got some chops here. That's foreshadowing.
Well, I would need to go back and watch that part and see if I catch it.
Yeah,
and then put the pieces. There are movies that are so complex and, nuanced that upon a second watch you go, oh.
And this is one of them.
There was foreshadowing here. They were building to this stuff that you couldn't have seen before.
Yeah. Man. This movie's deeper than I thought,
It is.
And I'm not even on a rewatch. I'm just on a reminisce.
So
from last night.
Mitch is in, about to pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time, when he realizes somebody has turned all the gas on his stove.
And it wasn't him, probably.
Probably whoever wasn't him that wrote that note.
Yeah. And we get an iconic action shot. The slow-mo running out of the house. He dives
with the explosion. Yeah.
God, it was pretty solid. It definitely looks like they spent some money to blow something up.
They needed to take some budget away from that breakaway window and put it toward the explosion.
That was it. Yeah.
A legit explosion, a requirement for an action movie of this era.
I'm wondering exactly, was it like a model explosion, you reckon? Do you think they did a model thing, or did they actually just get a cheap house to blow up?
Probably that. They probably blew up an actual house. I bet you that's cheaper than building a model.
Might be. That's insane to me, but also I kind of understand it. I'm like, how would you do that, and how would you get permission to do that? I don't understand.
Maybe they had something on a
backlog
that they could blow up.
That's I forget studios just exist and stuff. It could have been a trailer they could have pulled in there.
Yeah. This was filmed in Pensacola, Florida.
It was in Florida, really?
Well, that's what it said. Well, maybe that's just one of the locations.
Because they thank Mobile, Alabama.
Well, Alabama, Florida, they're pretty close.
And they have they have a chase through a mall that is in Alabama.
Okay, so it looks like just the strip club is in Pensacola, Florida. It was also portions were filmed in Mobile, Alabama, and New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is where we get, as Ted Stryker's running away from this explosion, he rolls out into the street right in front of the car of Mace.
Of course.
And, Mace gets out, and I think he comes on a little too strong with it, Mace also just looks like a guy who may have just rigged your house to explode and is now going to finish the job because you got out too early.
That's true.
So Ted Stryker runs for it. He takes off. He's like, I ain't fucking dying today. And we get what I relate to plumbers don't wear ties chase, but if it was like full FMV, I imagine that this is what it would look like if it wasn't just a slideshow.
Plumbers don't wear ties. Oh my God. Amazing reference.
They even run through a parking lot that looks like it was out of that game. It was where the whole beginning of that game happens.
Just an amazing full motion video piece of shit game.
It's really kind of half motion video. You get one FMV scene in the beginning, and the rest is just slides.
Images, I guess. Yeah. But I mean, in the style of an FMV game, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get a very long chase here.
Yeah.
With a pretty good gag in the middle of it, where we cut to just a guy selling dirt bikes to somebody, explaining how easy it is to start up a dirt bike. So, he kickstarts it real quick to show it off. Ted Stryker comes over, hops on, and takes off. And He's like, hey, come back here. And then Mace shows up a little bit later. He hops on one of them, kickstarts it, and goes. He's like, you can't do that. He's like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I believe the guy that he was looking to sell a bike to also just hops on one and takes off.
Very convenient for the purposes of so this movie can happen.
Yeah.
That they were right there and that was what was happening. So.
Mm-hmm. And this is where we get the chase through the mall. And these dirt bikes handling really fucking well on that tile floor.
Right. A very cool through the mall chase, actually. I'm like, how did they secure this mall to do this? It's crazy.
Right.
Like, what mall would say, yeah, you can do that and not require probably millions of dollars in insurance?
Apparently the Springdale? I think that's what it was called. Springdale Mall.
I bet that mall is long since closed.
I don't think it is, because I looked it up. I was trying to find out. I was actually looking for where this movie took place by looking up that mall, because you see the sign on it whenever they leave.
It's still open.
Yep.
I mean, listen.
Does not look the same, but
we've got the iconic Monroeville Mall where Dawn of the Dead was filmed. Mobile, Alabama has the Springdale Mall where Raw Justice was filmed.
Yeah. I mean, Springdale Mall might outlast the Monroeville Mall.
It probably will, considering Monroeville Mall is on its way out.
Yeah.
I've now talked about that on 3 separate podcasts.
Hell yeah.
Check mark.
So, like, this whole chase scene, like, we get some good turns and stuff. You know, it's some sweet cornering. Mace lays down his bike because he's just not as good of a dirt bike rider as Ted Stryker. Right.
Ted Stryker, you know, gnarled, tough guy, ex-cop, can do anything.
That's the guy.
Mace Windu is the gnarled, tough guy, ex-cop that can do anything. Ted Stryker, just average guy. You think he can handle a dirt bike through a mall the same way that Mace can?
Apparently he can, even better.
Oh, well, in the end, it doesn't even matter, but...
True.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, Ted Stryker gets away here. You know? He, you almost think... I thought for a second, because he, you know, Mace lays down his bike and gets back up as quickly as he can, and he catches up really quickly for how long he was taking to get back on the bike, but...
It's true.
Immediately after that, Ted Stryker's like, I got him. Rolls down a set of stairs, which is awesome. It's like, damn, this guy's fucking going for it. And then threw a pile of boxes. And he was surprised. He was like, oh, no. And he slams into this pile of boxes. And you think that that's going to be him, you know, going down and getting caught. No, he keeps rolling. Doesn't matter. And then Mace gets stopped by a car that pulls out right in front of him. And who else would it be but Lieutenant Atkins?
Of course.
And his partner. And here is where we learn where the line is for
now we
for
know
Mace.
How you cross the line.
Because, you know, Atkins is going in on him again, saying, what are you batting for the other team now? Is that your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Mace does not deign to respond to such a thing. And then he calls him a son of a bitch. You never call Mace a son of a bitch. Don't call Marty McFly a coward. Chicken. Sorry.
Yep.
I can't remember. There's so many other instances of that trope where it's like, you can say a lot of shit to this person, but if you call him this, let me tell you, they're gonna fuck you up. And that earns Atkins a busted nose.
Sure does.
And man, it's very satisfying because I feel bad for the guy who plays him because, like, I'm sorry, guy, but you just have a very punchable face. Yeah. And it might just be because of who you're playing right now. And it really, I feel like your look also just really just contributes so much.
It's partially how he looks, and it's also partially the piece of shit character they have him playing. Mm-hmm. But you know, give that casting director an award.
For sure.
Because they picked somebody that you want to punch so bad that moment is quite satisfying.
He plays it so well.
Yeah.
His voice and everything. He's just so infuriating. It's like the whole time it's just like, this guy needs to be put in his place, and that place is 6 feet under.
Yeah.
But you don't call Mace a son of a bitch. And we don't
No.
know why yet. We don't know why that gets to him. But we'll find out.
We will.
So at this point, he's assaulted an officer. Mace
Yes.
is not a cop right now.
No.
He is an ex-cop. He is currently a bounty hunter, he calls himself at one point.
Right. He's not really He's not really taking any sort of hunt somebody down for money type work. I mean, I suppose he technically is. It's more like on the mayor's behalf, like, hey, help me solve the mystery of who killed my daughter. But mostly by bringing in Mitch, who was a bad date.
Right. And he's only doing this for the mayor's daughter, whom he loved. Right.
Exactly. They were in a relationship.
So now he's assaulted an officer, and Garcia, the upstanding lawman, he's going to take him in. Except he's not. Mace just walks the fuck away.
Right.
It's just Garcia draws his gun on him, and Mace is just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And just walks away.
What are you going to do? You're not going to do anything.
Garcia's like, damn, he got me.
Yeah. Garcia got punked.
You can't do any. Once they say, what are you going to do about it? I mean, that's it. You can't. There's nowhere to go from there.
You either do it or you don't at that point.
And then somehow he catches up to Mitch.
Yes. After all of this happened.
He has this whole discussion with him and all that stuff. Mitch should be long gone on a dirt bike.
Should be gone.
And nope. There's our guy, John Raw-Justice.
My theory is this, that the bike stalled out. Mm-hmm. He was having a lot of trouble trying to start it, which is a certain irony considering how easy it is to start a dirt bike.
That's true.
And that's what took so long.
Damn. This movie's got layers,
Layers.
You got to put them there, but when when you do it, this movie's a real lasagna.
That's the back of the box quote. This movie is a real lasagna. People be like, the fuck does that mean? We should probably watch it.
I, at this point, am feeling bad for Ted Stryker.
Sure.
His house got blown up. He's been framed for murder.
Yes.
And chased down by Mace. And he gets decked for his completely reasonable reaction to everything that's happening around him.
It's true.
Because he gets decked specifically because, again, calls Mace a son of a bitch. And you never call Mace a son of a bitch. Why?
Because his mom's not a bitch.
Because he loves his mom.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Listen, talk about layers. This is how we know that this is a good person. This boy loves his mom.
Yeah.
Is willing to punch multiple people in the face if they even indirectly insult her.
At some serious potential consequences to him.
Absolutely.
He will defend her honor. Exactly.
So, heart of gold.
Yeah. So now he has captured Ted Stryker. And we're at the buddy cop section. The cop has found his buddy.
Yeah.
Except they're kind of still at odds at the moment, what with the whole murder thing going on. And so Mace goes to his local bar to talk to his bartender that he knows, who knows all of the people. He knows all the goings on. And he knows who posted bail for this guy somehow.
Listen, people talk at the bar.
Yeah.
Mobile, Alabama, not a big city.
I guess he actually didn't go to that bar for any information. He was just stopping for a drink, I'm pretty sure. And the bartender offhandedly was like, Like, oh yeah, that guy's been in here. He was talking about posting bail for some dude. $1 million. How about that? It's like, all right, cool.
Convenient.
Yeah.
So the movie can happen.
And when he comes back out, Ted Stryker's gone. He had him handcuffed to the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And the car's still there. The handcuffs are open.
Yeah.
Ted Stryker's gone.
Don't take the car.
No. Well, that's the thing. Ted Stryker, he didn't want to run. He was like, all right, I think we're okay right now. I don't think this guy's going to kill me because he would have just done it. Ted Stryker just wanted a sandwich.
Right. He was hungry. I'm going to get out of these handcuffs and get something to eat.
Doesn't explain how. He just says, it was easy.
This man that is chasing me and has punched me in the face, at some point I've decided he's all right.
Yeah. And then we have the return of Pamela Anderson.
Sarah, yes.
Sarah, who will just be called Pamela Anderson. Or Pam.
Sure. Yeah.
She wants her clothes back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mace doesn't have her clothes.
No,
not
checked in as evidence or something. I don't know.
No, he got them back. Because he was wearing them when he was released, and he got the wig back.
Right.
He just doesn't have them. They're at his apartment.
Of course.
He's keeping them. They're
not going to be all stretched out or anything.
No, definitely not. So he says he's going to get them back to her, and she's like, "What? I don't know. I want them. Like, what the fuck? You stole my clothes." Gunfight out of nowhere. Just some mooks. Because this guy, the deputy mayor, by the way, is the guy who ordered the mayor's daughter killed.
Stacey Keach.
I don't think we covered that.
Right. So the mayor, Charles Napier, has a deputy mayor who you can tell quite immediately is a piece of shit.
I mean, the first thing that we see him do is greet the murderer that he sent out and then kill him.
Right. They make no two ways about it. There's no subtlety. There's no, oh my God, it was the deputy mayor who we thought was a supportive and helpful, best friend of the mayor. No.
We meet him as a murderer before we meet him as the deputy mayor.
Correct. He's a piece of shit.
And so he's now just sending all of these guys after them.
Right.
They're the only people remaining who can foil his plans.
Correct.
So then we have another chase scene.
Pretty good car chase with lots of shooting.
Pam can drive, man.
Yeah.
She's got moves. And it also has, for me, the line of the movie. Do you know the line of the movie for me?
No.
We're not on the same page here?
I don't remember.
It is when Pamela Anderson says, "I cannot believe this is happening to me."
Okay, I do remember that. The delivery, it's like the line is good, but the delivery is amazing because she's giving it her all.
She really, really elevated that line.
Yes. You got to put a sample of that in here. I don't know how you would do that, but so good.
I lost it at that line.
I more lost it at the moment where they sort of lose them at a corner.
Yeah.
And then immediately have violent, rough sex. And I'm like, what? I don't know. Like, I suppose an intense moment, between two people, emotions are heightened. There's some attraction. But this just felt very out of the blue. Like they were like, obligatory sex scene. We have it in the contract. You owe us two. Here's one.
Of course. Yeah. So like they get away from one of the cars of people that's shooting at them. By the way, Mace is holding onto the hood the entire time.
Right.
Pamela Anderson climbed into the car while he was taking cover in front of it, and then she starts driving off, and he has to hop on top of it to not get run over. So that entire chase scene takes place like that. One of the other cars, I honestly kind of looked away a little bit during this, so I missed what happened, but somehow one of their cars ends up on top of a parked car and explodes.
Right.
So those guys are done. And in the brief window that they had before the the cop people, the evil cops show up, as opposed to the rest of the evil cops. They duck into a warehouse, and while Pamela Anderson is like you gotta, he covers her mouth and he's like, you gotta stay quiet if you want to live. And that's how they hide from them. And it's a whole moment because he has her pinned against a wall and they're looking in each other's eyes and stuff. And that's
sexual tension is building in that moment.
Yeah. All 5 seconds.
Yeah. The first indication that there's any sort of anything between them.
Yeah. And there you go. You have a quick little soft core scene in a warehouse.
It's a very Skinamax moment.
Yeah.
Apparently Pamela Anderson.
Here, hold my gun while I fuck you.
Yeah.
And he literally just gives her his gun.
It's very funny because if you look on IMDb, there's a storyline synopsis, and for some reason, the first 5 descriptors, because you can put all kinds of descriptors: prostitute, rear entry sex, bounty hunter, framed for murder, and breast suckling. That's the first 5. There are 209 more.
They certainly happen. Yeah.
Those. It's a very. Listen, I'm not trying to get crude or crass, but the manner in which the rough sex happens led me to believe that this may have been true rear entry.
Maybe.
Because it was,
yeah. Sometimes
in softcore movies, the way people align, I'm like, that couldn't work that way. They couldn't possibly.
Like, but, it wasn't quite the Room thing, but
no, not the Room. This apparently, this scene is why Pamela Anderson did not want to do whatever next movie she had lined up that was with people involved, because she said it was a horrible experience.
Could imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen on several occasions the movie Pamela Anderson does not like to acknowledge, would like to not exist.
Which one?
Regrets. This one.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't love, although she's very charming in the movie, and it does not need a scene like this. It doesn't further the story except to have a, sort of wah-wah on Mace later on. But
yeah. And I had to note real quick, I did look this up. At the time of this movie's release, Pamela Anderson, 27.
Yes.
David Keith, 37. Mm-hmm. Ted Stryker, 47.
Yeah, we did the same thing. Because listen, spoiler alert, she ends up hooking up with what is his name?
Ted Stryker.
Just looking at. Not Ted Stryker, Robert Hayes. Mitch. And we're like, the ages don't align here in the least. How old is he? And we were like, he's 20 years older than her. Crazy.
That is very much of the 80s, 90s, and all that stuff, because that's the whole thing.
That's a whole thing.
Anyway, they get away.
Yeah.
We find out that the cops, the bad cops, the dude Atkins is working for the deputy mayor. That's a no good. So Mace and the gang hole up in a hotel.
Yep.
This is an interesting time where you could do that. Like if you were on the run, like you just fucking do that.
You could give him a fake name.
Although Mace wasn't necessarily on the run. Mace handed her a credit card to go check into the hotel. But I guess he wasn't, he's not on the run. He hasn't been reported for anything. It's literally just Mitch, who shouldn't be on the run actually, because I guess technically they're not in trouble yet, despite all of the shooting and stuff that happened.
I mean, probably should be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
All of them. They've broken many laws by this point.
In some ways, a lot of those laws were broken in service of survival, and that is a defense for a lot of them.
That's fair. But this was, you have to think at this time, more than likely, there were hotels still doing the, just write your name down in the ledger. And then they took the machine, not a machine, the device where you put the, what do they call it? Like the transfer paper in, and they put your credit card on top of it, and then they do the across it kind of thing, where more than likely they're not collecting any real information.
Yeah. Like it'll come back eventually, but there's no instant search that they can run.
Right. Exactly. So you could still check into a hotel fairly anonymously, probably even with a credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mace, though, he's got some business to attend to.
He does.
There's a guy who posted some bail that he needs to go see.
Mm-hmm. $1 million.
$1 million. He goes to see the bondsman, who he knows. It's one of those
Small
classic
town.
ones. Yeah, small town. Also, ex-cop. He just knows all the regular scumbag places. He knows everyone. Right. He's like, hey, buddy, how's it going? I've been in here to ruin your day a lot of times.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's a trope, but it's a trope.
It is.
And it's less to do with how small the town is and more to do with how well connected to the criminal underworld David Keith is.
Having watched the entirety of the series The Shield recently, very much that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
He shows up with an Easton bat, the OGs of aluminum bats.
Yeah.
And
this dude's sitting at a desk just doing his job.
He's a bail bondsman. Let's not fucking give him too much credit.
But also.
And Mace, he wants some information. He wants to know who posted the bail. Bail bondsman doesn't want to tell him because, he's not supposed to.
Client confidentiality.
Yeah. Bat starts swinging. I don't even remember what he takes out first, but
I think it was like a TV or something on the.
No, that's the second one.
Oh, that's the second one.
He smashes something off the desk, and the guy's like, "Hey, come on!" And hey, come on!
Hey, what are you doing? Hey,
spaghetti. So then Mace takes a big swing at his computer.
Yeah, that's it.
That cost him $2,000.
Sure did.
Hate that. You hate to see it.
Hate to see it. Could have saved himself that money if he had just been forthcoming with information.
Yeah. So then he tells him that it was posted by a John Smith, and that's all he knew. That's what the guy put down.
Seems like a real name.
Mace is unhappy with this information. Smashes his phone. His lovely desk phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that really gets him. That's the one that hurts him in the soul. He's like,
not my phone.
He was real sad about that one.
Yeah. Computer, not that big of a deal. Phone, problem.
The computer, that's $2,000. That's replaceable. The phone,
$20.
But the sentimental value.
That's true.
That's been in his family for years.
Since he was a child, yeah.
Passed down from generation to generation. His grandfather, his grandfather's grandfather, all had that same phone.
Of course. It's the first phone.
So he reluctantly gives up the paperwork for that bail.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he smashes one more thing, but I don't remember.
I think so too. Like on his way out, he's like, "Thanks, smash."
Well, then he also drops the bat on the desk and says, "Clean up around here."
Yeah.
But before he can clean up, he doesn't have the time to clean up, because who should walk in after Mace leaves but Atkins? And he's not there to take a report. Just gonna let the silence hang in the air there. Really want it to sink in with the audience what's happening here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you have not figured out yet that Atkins, on behalf of Deputy Mayor Bob Jenkins, is cleaning up loose ends and stuff.
Yeah, he takes that. It's really stupid of Mace to leave that bat with his fingerprints all over it in the office.
Really,
but that's
really convenient.
That's the bad cop part of him.
Poor. That's more like a poor cop than a bad cop. Shitty cop.
You calling him poor because he's using a fucking Easton?
Yes.
Okay.
He didn't bring
afford
a Louisville Slugger.
Yeah,
no.
So Atkins rolls in, has a little handkerchief to not get his prints all over the bat. Bondsman's dead.
Yeah.
Bashed his head in. 0 blood. There's actually, by my recollection, there's one instance of blood in this movie. There's a lot of shooting and a lot of people falling over. There was one squib that I saw.
I would
can't
have
remember
to
who
really
it was.
think about it. There is one very pivotal moment later in this.
Oh, for sure.
Where there should be a lot of blood, but there isn't. So.
Right. So anyway, bail bondsman's dead. And by the time that Mace gets back to the hotel, everyone fucking knows about it. It's all over the streets and stuff. Everyone's talking about it. I don't know how Pam and Ted heard about this, if they were staying in the hotel room like they're supposed to.
Right.
But everyone's talking about it, apparently, that this bail bondsman is dead and that Mace did it.
Yeah, he did it.
So now
everybody's getting framed for things right now.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And so, as they are exiting this hotel the next day, I believe, after Ted Stryker fucks Pam.
Right.
That happens, by the way.
There's like a
Mace is looking through the window.
Yeah.
Well, he only sees one silhouette.
Right.
And he's thinking, like, now's my chance to hop in there again.
Right.
But when she opens the door, Ted's hopping around on one foot trying to get a sock off or something.
Right.
And
he's like, what? And they're like,
she's
hey.
like, nah, I like him.
Yeah.
So cool. This is the point where I was like, I need to look up how old everyone is here.
Yes.
And so as they're leaving the next day, they are accosted once again by a gang of mooks. And we have not just Atkins and his partner Garcia. We have a handful of other randos and, most importantly, one-handed shotgun guy. This man is always firing the shotgun one-handed.
Because that's cool.
Yeah. I never once saw him properly hold that shotgun.
No.
And we have Ted Stryker doing some Jack Slate shit.
He's a trained martial artist, if you didn't know. Surprise.
Shortly before this, there's a little fight scene with just a bunch of randos in a parking lot where he fucking roundhouse kicks a gun out of someone's hand.
Yeah.
And claims that he learned it from Bruce Lee, specifically from watching his movies.
Right, not from him directly.
No, yeah. And so in this little shootout scene, he ends up hand to hand with a guy, and like I said, it's some Jack Slate shit. It is the only part he was missing is that he stripped the gun off of him instead of fucking shooting him with it. That's the one thing that separates him from Jack Slate. Jack Slate would have done the same twisty move with his arm and stuff, but he would have ended it by blowing the guy's fucking head off. Ted Stryker, he's not into that. He doesn't want to use a gun. He's never used a gun. He said it at the beginning. But this was actually a pretty cool scene. Good
He's a melee
shootout.
man.
He's a melee man.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cool shootout scene as far as this movie goes. This movie isn't like particularly interesting in its action a lot of times. It has its moments, but for the most part, the rest of it is just like, here's a shot of guys leaning up, just, peeking up over a car and firing some shots. Well, here's some shots of the other guys peeking up over a car and firing some shots. Every so often, one of them will fall over.
Right. But the funniest moments and the most entertaining moments in any of the action sequences are the tropiest things. There's a car chase, a car crashes and immediately explodes in a ball of flames, right? It's like
absolutely
hilarious because it's so ridiculous. But the stuff in between that is like, okay.
Oh yeah. This is where my notes get really thin, but we are also approaching kind of the action-packed parts where it's like just a lot of stuff happens all at once.
Yeah, let's go.
Everybody gets captured because how did that happen? because the shotgun guy's out of ammo. And that's whenever Mace is about to make his move. Then he gets like flanked or something.
There's enough bad guys that they
Atkins gets him. They're all cornered. And then Atkins is about to execute all three of them. Tie up those loose ends for the deputy mayor. But who should stop him? But Garcia, his partner, who he still believes in
good
justice.
Yeah. In raw
cooked
justice.
Or not.
Yes.
So he he holds him up and lets them all go. And then for some reason thinks that this cop that was really about to just execute three people for no reason is a guy that he should,
trust.
So he lowers his gun and all that stuff. And then Atkins shoots him. And I believe this was the one time that I saw Squibb show up, because there's a lot of fucking blood on this guy.
Yeah. You needed it for impact. We needed to feel the consequences of this moment.
Deaths that matter get blood. Deaths that don't matter.
There is a death that does matter that doesn't get blood coming up.
That's true. So the chase is on again now that he's let them go. Because he let them go, but Atkins didn't let him go. And neither did anyone else. We get a fucking airboat chase.
Which is the part that was clearly filmed in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That was a moment where they're like running and then they run up to airboats and I'm like, what? Wait, what? Why is this happening?
I'm sure Mobile, Alabama has some swamps.
Probably.
But airboats. And it really shows at the very beginning of this chase, airboats are the most unwieldy pieces of shit that you could find on the water. I'll say they're probably, better overall for like environment and all that stuff, just because they're not like churning up water and, murdering everything that gets in their way.
Right.
But goddamn, if you're looking for something to chase somebody in or get away in,
not much precision in the control, the operation of these vehicles. Also, if I remember in watching this, people are sort of precariously perched on these things to the point where it looks like they're going to fall off at points.
Yes. I feel like the chairs on like the seats on an airboat are generally just like weird little deck chairs, like fucking,
and they feel like they're not meant for more than one person.
No, there maybe two. You could there's usually like a second, but like Pamela Anderson is definitely just standing. I think it's meant to be like she's kind of doing like one of the like the sexy movie cover pose. So like they were like, we're just gonna have you standing on the boat like this,
but it looks like she's gonna fall
out a little bit. Yeah. Thankfully, there was another airboat right next to it.
Of course.
For the cops to take.
Just like the dirt bikes.
The chase is on again. You know what? That's right. Because Atkins doesn't make it on the airboat. I don't remember why. I guess he's just not. He's too important to chase like this. So it's just shotgun guy. Just one hand shotgun guy. And
we can't lose
Mook.
Atkins yet.
Yeah. So you have this big chase. It's more of like the same kind of thing. Here's a shot from like the front of the boat, looking down at the water and all of the reeds and stuff that are running over.
Yeah.
Here's some shots of them going fast. There's Mace shooting. There's one hand shotgun guy doing his classic one hand shotgun shooting. Here's his mook falling off, and now it's just one hand shotgun guy. And here's where we have, this might be the death of the movie. I don't know. Cause I mean, the one that comes up after this is a good one for sure, but this is something special,
I'm voting for a different one to be my kill of the movie, but
that's fair.
Yes.
Cause they pull up next to him and Mace hops on and he's fighting with him and eventually kicks him off of the boat into the water. And just before this, while they're fighting, we get a shot of a fucking crocodile slowly slinking its way into the water.
Of course.
So we see him
probably
get,
some B-roll stock footage.
Yep. We see him get kicked off the boat, and then we see him thrash around in the water for a little bit, and then blood, and he's done. Ed up by a crocodile. Get a big old croc kill in there. But then, oh no. Mace's airboat. It's out of control. He's gonna crash, man.
It's gonna crash.
He blows up. And Ted Stryker and Pam Anderson get away. And they're like, damn, Mace is dead.
He's dead. What are we gonna do?
Well, they're gonna go back to that bar. The bar where they all met.
Right. That's that bar, pivotal.
And who should show up but every bad guy, all of the bad guys, forever bad guys. There is no fucking bottom to this barrel of mooks that they have to throw at these three people. Now two.
Yes. They've got henchmen for days.
They do. It's not really explained where he's getting all these people. Like, you know, one guy, it's like, okay, yeah, you paid off a cop. Cool. You're promising him like a big promotion whenever we didn't cover this, but the plan is for the deputy mayor to become the mayor. He found like a book that the mayor's daughter was writing, and he edited it. It's on a floppy disk. He edits it himself to add a little chapter about incest between the mayor and his daughter.
Right. He's trying
he's going to use that to blackmail.
Right. Listen, this movie is layered and deep and well thought out. You don't think Deputy Mayor Bob Jenkins would have the mayor's daughter killed and frame people for no reason. He's got a goal here. He's trying to.
He's using that to flip their mayoral race on its head. Right.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm going to be the mayor and you're going to be the deputy, the vice mayor.
Right.
And that's what they're planning to announce at this next mayor meeting thing. So now all the mooks are in the bar. Mm-hmm. It looks like they're caught again. Mm-hmm. But man, you can't keep him down. It's Mace. He's alive.
Mace shows up.
He jumped off the airboat. Who could have pictured such a thing? He did not get eaten by a crocodile, though.
No, he didn't. The crocodile was busy.
Yeah. It had a meal. It was fine.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't that big of a crocodile. Didn't need to eat that much more. So now we get a big old bar fight. A lot of punches getting thrown. Mace does kick it off by specifically re-breaking Atkins' nose.
Yes.
And he is laying down on the floor right next to his gun, crying about his busted nose for the next 5 minutes or so while all of the fighting is going on.
Misses the fight. Yeah.
He cannot bring himself to raise his gun and shoot somebody for the rest of that time.
No.
There's punches and kicks being thrown. There's a big dude that at first Ted can't take him down, but with the power of friendship, him and Mace are able to ping pong punch him back and forth a little bit. Pam gets a shot in with a pool cue.
Right.
Bitchin'. We love that.
Love it.
But then when they think it's all over because they don't bother to fucking cross their T's and dot their I's at all, he's like, that punch probably took out Atkins. He's
done for.
Yeah, he was lying there and crying about it. Surely he'll be just lying there and crying forever, you know?
Right.
That's what it sounds like when you're dead. So they just go to get a drink.
That's what it sounds like when you're dead.
Yeah. Well, of course, Atkins isn't dead.
Not dead.
So he starts shooting at him.
And conveniently, on the wall of the bar.
I'll let you take this one.
Because, bars have all sort of recreational activities, like people play darts. And this bar happens to have a giant, I would say 3 to 4 foot long dart hanging on the wall.
Indeed.
And where do you think that dart is going to go? It's going to be thrown straight through the heart of Atkins.
Indeed.
And Mace says, that's got to hurt. Which to me is the kill of the movie and the line of the movie.
I forgot that he even said that. That moment when he throws the dart and it sticks, it goes right through Atkins and sticks him to the wall because
it would be a sharp metal dart, not something made of plastic for sure,
course.
Right?
Yeah.
One of the most ridiculous, like laugh out loud, oh my God, that just happened moments of the movie. But the hilarious, like uproarious laughter is when he goes, that's gotta hurt.
Oh man. Hang on a second. 94. He could have stolen that line from George Costanza.
Probably.
Oh my God. Excellent kill though. Fantastic. I was really curious. I was really curious what was going to happen because I didn't remember the dart or anything like that.
No. But it's been in the background in the bar. There's foreshadowing. It's been there.
It's really good. That's a Chekhov's gun right there.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, I don't know, is he going to chuck a fucking pool ball at him? Because that would be good, something like that. Because what ends up happening, he's taking cover behind the bar. He runs out of ammo. There's nothing he can do. Atkins has him cornered and all that stuff. Meanwhile, Pam and Ted are laying on the ground. Ted's covering her and all that stuff. Very heroic. And Atkins is about to just shoot them because Mace has gone quiet,
Yeah.
And he's sneaking around. You're like, where's he going to pop up? What's he doing? Where's he going for? And I'm like, pool cue? Pool ball? Is he just going to chuck one across the bar at him? That would be great. But no.
Keeps you guessing.
That was a good one. That was
a good one.
I wish he had a better line, like if he had like a pun or something, like whenever Arnie shoves the pipe through Bennett and he's like, let off some steam. Like that's pretty good.
What's the one from Total Recall? Screw you with the big drill.
Screw you, Benny. Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been like a bullseye or something. I don't,
And that would have been a throwback or a throw forward to Daredevil.
Oh, it's true.
Huh? So with that, that it's done, right? All the bad guys are dead except for the deputy mayor,
right?
Who is just now introducing the mayor for his announcement that he's going to be stepping down and letting deputy run for the next run.
Right, because he's clearly blackmailed him with the I'm going to tell everybody that, you were essay on your daughter.
Exactly. But Mayor doesn't do that. He steps forward and he says, this guy killed my fucking daughter.
Yeah. He's strong. He's not about to be manipulated.
I did not expect it.
Same.
I was expecting, maybe a door to get busted open before he could say it or anything like that. But no, he just comes right out. Boom. This guy murdered my daughter.
Yeah.
And then, the deputy's all like, oh, you're going to pay for this or whatever. And in comes Mace to say,
get you.
I don't think so. We got you. Atkins is down, all this stuff. And of course, he does the thing again where he confronts somebody, but he's not prepared to confront them. No gun drawn or anything like that. Right. So the deputy is just like, gun. He starts fucking shooting, takes off with the mayor. And he's actually a good shot too. Not here because he's shooting at heroes. So he can't.
Right.
But he snapshots two cops coming around a corner. It is insane.
Yes. Running through the courthouse or whatever, the Capitol building or something.
Heads off to the roof where
of course.
The best place to run away from people is the roof of a very tall building.
Yes.
Then demands a helicopter in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes is very fast to get a helicopter there on the demands of, some fuck.
Right.
But they were able to get a helicopter there. 10 minutes would have also been enough time to get like a sniper up to one of the very tall buildings that surrounds them.
Sure. Take them out.
Any of those kinds of things. Instead, no, they give him the helicopter, and it's not just the helicopter, because he doesn't take off in the helicopter himself. He's taking off with a pilot for some reason. He demanded a helicopter, but he's getting a pilot. And it's like, what do you think this pilot's going to fucking do, man? I know you probably can't fly a helicopter.
You're
what
at the mercy of the person
you?
operating the helicopter.
He has to be taken to the Bahamas.
I wondered what the range of a helicopter of that type, because it's not a large helicopter.
No, it's like a
pretty standard, like a
news helicopter,
like traffic reporting helicopter.
Yeah, but I guess they can get pretty far.
Sure. Maybe they were going to stop multiple times on the way. I don't know.
And the pilot silently nods, of course.
Yeah.
And then as he's going, the pilot suddenly turns around, and who is it? It's Mace.
Yeah, it is.
They got him to the helicopter place really fucking fast.
Yeah.
And he, flips a bunch of switches to put the helicopter into emergency mode. Then he jumps out.
Of the helicopter.
He just jumps the fuck out.
This moment with the helicopter is intense, though.
Yeah. Mace jumps out into the water. I expected him to have a parachute or something, but no, he was just like, nope, I'm going to Navy dive this
You're
one.
fine. If you go into the water, you're fine.
Feet first. So, I mean, he did it right.
Right.
You know, this looked like a practical shot. So, I mean, it probably was an actual dive.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure they actually had somebody jump from a helicopter into the water. Yeah.
And then the helicopter is just left to fucking go where it will. This is definitely a thing you can do. This is definitely a sanctioned maneuver.
Yeah.
To just let this helicopter then crash into a fucking building.
Into a building. Probably killing hundreds of people.
They had 10 minutes, man. I'm sure they cleared out the building. This is all planned.
Sure. He was like, I clear every building because I don't know where this helicopter's going.
So with that, the bad guys are dead. The mayor's daughter is avenged. And Mace, I think he got paid by the mayor or something. But Ted and Pam, they're out of here. Yeah, they're heading off to California. Everything was wrapped up nicely. Nobody did anything wrong throughout that entire thing. Nothing that they could be held accountable for after the fact.
No. All crimes are forgiven when you kill the bad guys. Is how it goes.
Yeah.
Nobody's traumatized by what has happened. Everybody is good. Happy.
There was not a single thing that they did that would be considered unreasonable in the eyes of the law for the actions that they had to take.
No. And, it turns out that Sarah Pam likes the nice guy, Mitch.
Yeah. He's a terrible date, but, he's just so lovable.
Right. They established at the beginning he's a bad date. But
maybe he fucks good. I don't know.
Well, that's exactly how it happened. And now they're running off together.
Credits roll.
Raw justice.
Raw fucking justice.
It is one of the most entertaining and ridiculous. Like, there's so many well-known bad movies from the 80s and 90s that everybody watches, right? You mentioned Troll 2. That's like a prerequisite bad movie, must watch. Everybody's seen it. This one, very under the radar.
For sure.
And with the star power of Pamela Anderson included, you would think people know about it, but it's why I put it on the list of potential options, and I'm glad you chose it because this thing is bonkers.
It's bonkers. It's good though,
It's fun to watch.
It is very fun to watch. I was not bored watching this.
No,
for sure.
I hate that Pam had a bad experience making this movie. It doesn't come across in her performance because she really is invested in what she's doing.
She cannot believe this is happening to her.
To me. But it is just such a fun, stupid 80s, 90s action. I'm going to call it 80s action movie, even though it came out in 94.
It's in the style.
Yeah, in the style of. But yeah, great
Absolutely
flick.
great watch. Really appreciate you bringing this to me. wonderful introduction. You've brought me a lot of interesting movies, and
I'm glad for that.
and by a lot, I
hopefully
mean
this
it's
isn't the
like
last
3
one.
or 4. That's a lot for me. Yeah,
I'll bring you more. We'll keep
I appreciate
doing it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess with that, we've about wrapped it up. If you've seen Raw Justice, tell us about your experience with it. If you know some things about Raw Justice, if you were in Raw Justice,
Oh my God, yes.
hit us up. You know,
And if you haven't seen it, it's free on Tubi.
it is on Tubi.
Yeah.
You'll see it with some commercials, but you know what? It's worth it. It's also it adds to the vibe.
Totally.
Despite the fact that they're all gambling commercials right now.
And the transfer, like the digital transfer, literally looks like somebody took a VHS tape and hit play and recorded it into a digital format. Like it's a shitty transfer, and that's even better.
It's so good, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, go watch it. Go tell us what you think. Hit us up on places where we are at. Shmeev on stuff. Blue Ski mostly now. The Discord, the UPC Discord is where you'll find us in a more easily reachable way where we might actually respond in a reasonable time frame.
It's a good way to find us.
We'll see. If you tag me, I'll notice. But
yeah, same.
Eric, where can people find you?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you like podcasts, you can check out the ones that I do. The big one is the ICP with We Show. It's on all platforms. We have just started our 8th season talking about all kinds of fun underground music. I think we're about to drop episode 212 or something like that.
Holy fuck.
You can also listen to the newer show that I'm doing called Emo is a 4-letter word. That's the number 4. And you can check out the Comic Dudes with Attitudes, the CW or CDWA podcast.
Check them out on the CW.
On the CW, where we talk about comics and comic related things. So those are all the places you can check out my stuff.
And you should check out his stuff because his stuff is good.
Well, thanks.
I love this guy.
I love this guy. I was like, it's April. We got to do Schmeefburger, right? And you were like, I don't know. And I said, listen, I have an idea. And you said, I'm into it.
We were really, really running up against the deadline here, but we made it.
We did it.
With all that, finish your motherfucking beach beverages. Baby.
I think I can.
I don't think I can. It's a lot of water.
Oh, man.
I'm going to make it.
I had like a quarter can left and drank it in one sip, and I wish I hadn't.
Yeah, that's a lot for some seltzer.
Yeah. Bye.